All right, let's look at those sugar blues. The adverse effects of sugar have been documented for over 100 years. Sugar replaces nutrients. Sugar depletes vitamins and minerals. Sugar's affects behavior. Sugar destructively influences circulation, heart and vascular disease, digestion, tooth decay to hemorrhoids, locomotion, arthritis, and the nervous system, disordered behavior. Sugar distorts discriminative taste and desensitizes you to your food and leads to hypoglycemia and then diabetes. Low blood sugar level and blood sugar imbalance are linked to extreme and sudden shifts in mood, mania, depression, anxiety, indecision, distorted body image, confusion, apathy, indifference, the blues, uncontrollable emotional outbursts, and violence. Why does sugar so drastically affect human behavior? A very simple process is intimately linked with what we eat. The nervous system uses glucose as fuel. Special brain cells called glucoreceptors of the hypothalamus continually monitor and regulate glucose in the blood. When sugar is deficient, stored sugar is released and converted to glucose. When sugar is in excess, insulin is released to metabolize the excess. All the more expensive drugs have a marked effect on blood sugar and behavior. Caffeine lowers blood sugar by stimulating the adrenal glands to produce epinephrine, which stimulates the pancreas to produce insulin. Tobacco also. Alcoholic beverages affect blood sugar by upsetting carbohydrate metabolism. The munchies are proof of marijuana's effect on blood sugar. Large quantities of fruit juice can cause mood swings and emotional instability. Whole grains and vegetables break down slowly into glucose, readily absorbed and metabolized into stable behavior. The carbohydrate that most upsets the nervous system, the endocrine system, and behavior with a disruptive effect on the whole organism is sugar. White or brown is still processed. Sugar causes extreme unstable behavior, usually a period of hyperactivity and agitation, followed by a period of hypoactivity and depression. Blood sugar imbalance correlates with depression, drowsiness, fatigue, lethargy, listlessness, whining, crying, and the blues. Agitation, anxiety, excitability, impatience, insomnia, irritability, nervousness, and tantrums. Erratic behavior, irrational behavior, blackouts, confusion, indecision, delusion, disorientation, inability to concentrate, memory lapse, and violent outbursts. Sugar leads to disintegrated behavior because it reduces the availability of substances the brain uses to make neurotransmitters, the chemical compounds carrying information from neuron to neuron in the brain. How can I reduce my needs for sweets? Eat a centered diet and avoid the extremes of meat and sugar. Eat more fresh fruit, vegetables, and salads. Eat less meat, candy, pop, and pastry. Why is there no focus on diet in the hospital psych wards or with the criminally insane? Low blood sugar correlates directly with assault, arson, murder, robbery, vandalism, domestic violence, self destructive acts, suicide, car and hunting accidents. Okay, so remember one of their principles of sane eating was alien food causes alienation. Let's look at that in greater detail now. What is alien food? Food that is not part of our natural environment. What kind of alienation does alien food lead to? The disintegration between man and his environment. Unnatural rhythms with increasing reliance on technology to keep ordered determines his feelings and state of health. The most alienating foods are the ones that are not part of our natural environment at all, meaning the 6 to 12 pounds of chemicals the average person ingests per year. And this is a 50-year-old figure, people. Refined and processed foods with lost minerals and vitamins are linked to allergic reactions and behavioral disturbance. Is it man made? Don't eat it without disordered or unnatural behavior resulting. The absence of some vitamins and minerals have a marked effect on behavior. Psychological disorders which accompany deficiencies in vitamin B, that's thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, that are found in whole grains and beans, and cobalamin, which is found in naturally fermented foods. These disorders that accompany these deficiencies in vitamin B include memory loss, appetite loss, nervousness, apprehension, hallucinations, insomnia, agitation, and paranoid behavior. Mineral deficiencies of calcium, copper, iron, magnesium, potassium, sodium, and zinc have all been associated with abnormal physical and emotional states, including apathy, lethargy, all of the above, and emotional outbursts. The data is clear. Nutrition influences behavior directly. Normal psychological function depends on the presence of all nutrients found in a centered diet of natural food in correct proportion. Eating seasonally and regionally keeps harmony and reduces disease. People in cold regions who eat tropical fruit become dependent on overheating, excessive fuel, and reduced health and vitality. In tropical regions where a centered diet can be eaten, less artificial cooling is required. Dairy food used excessively has become a major part of the diet. It stimulates rapid expansion in the very young and can be too much, too rapid expansion. There are a variety of physical ailments linked to dairy, such as allergy reactions, arterial sclerosis, present in most 2-year-old American children, arthritis, sinus and respiratory problems, including discharge, deposits and blockages, and degenerative ailments. So that's interesting to note that the ailments linked to dairy food were present in most 2-year-old American children 50 years ago when this book was written.